In 1984, a young man by the name of Charlie Kirk was born in a small town in Utah, USA. His life was pretty normal until one day when he was just 12 years old. He was playing with some friends when they decided to go exploring in an old abandoned house near his home. Little did he know that this adventure would change his life forever. As they were playing, Charlie and his friends found a Bible in one of the rooms. It was an old, worn-out copy, but something about it drew Charlie's attention. He opened it up and began reading. And as he did, he felt a strange sensation wash over him. He couldn't explain it, but he knew in his heart that this was no ordinary book. From that day on, Charlie became obsessed with the Bible. He read it cover to cover, and as he did, he learned about Jesus Christ and his teachings. He heard stories of Jesus' miracles, of how he healed the sick, raised the dead, and most importantly, of how he loved people. Despite their flaws and imperfections, Charlie was deeply moved by these stories, and he longed to experience the love of Jesus for himself. But Charlie's journey was not an easy one. He grew up in a broken family. His parents were divorced, and he didn't have a strong male role model in his life. He felt lost and directionless, and he turned to drugs and alcohol to help him cope with his pain. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't escape the feeling that there was something more to life than what he was currently experiencing. One night when Charlie was at his lowest point, he heard a voice that seemed to come out of nowhere. The voice told him to go to church, but Charlie resisted. He didn't want to hear what the voice had to say. He was comfortable in his misery and didn't want anything to change. But the voice persisted, and eventually Charlie gave in. When he arrived at the church, he was met with warmth and acceptance. For the first time in his life, he felt like he belonged somewhere. He listened to the pastor's message, and as he heard the words of Jesus Christ, he felt a sense of hope that he had never felt before. That day, Charlie made a decision to turn his life around. He gave his life to Jesus Christ and began attending church regularly. But Charlie's transformation didn't go over well with everyone. His friends were angry that he had abandoned them and his old life, and they tried to drag him back down. But Charlie was determined to stay on the right path. He knew that Jesus had saved him, and he didn't want to go back to his old ways. It wasn't always easy, but with the support of his new church family, Charlie was able to resist the temptations that came his way. He began to experience the love of Jesus in his life in ways he had never imagined possible. He found forgiveness, acceptance, and true friendship. Today, Charlie's life is a testament to the transformative power of Jesus Christ. He is a living example of what can happen when someone gives their life to Christ and follows him wholeheartedly. Charlie's story is a reminder that no matter how lost or broken we may feel, there is always hope for redemption and new life in Jesus Christ. If you're struggling in your walk with Christ, I want you to know that you're not alone. Jesus loves you and wants to help you, just like he did for Charlie. All you have to do is believe in him and have faith in his word. Don't let the circumstances of your life or the negativity of others hold you back from pursuing a relationship with Christ. Remember that with God, all things are possible. I encourage you to read the Bible for yourself and see what it says about Jesus and his teachings. Spend time in prayer, asking God for guidance and strength. And don't be afraid to reach out to a church or a Christian community for support and fellowship. With God on your side, you can overcome any obstacle and live a life that is full of purpose and meaning. Thank you for watching this video. If you've been inspired by Charlie's story and want to share it with others, please feel free to do so. And if you'd like to know more about Jesus Christ and his teachings, I invite you to visit our website or join us for a church service. May God bless you and keep you always.